Hi, this is Manish Pandey. In the previous video we talked about multi-board architecture setup. Now in this video we'll talk about credential manager, how to secure your credential and how to get credential from the credential manager and use in your application. So here you can see we are using this application Centrix Data Solutions and we are using this staff number and password. So a staff number will be your username and this is password. First, their credentials should not be stored locally in your project. That should not be hard coded. You need to store that in a credential manager to secure that one. So your password will be encrypted. If you'll store your password, username and password in your code, so after 30 days or 45 days your password will be expired. So again you have to edit your project and then you have to publish that again. So that's why we have credential manager where you can add your credential and you can always get credential from there and you can use in your project. Here you can see we have this one, this Object Studio login page. We are passing our credentials in the string. This is hard coded, so do not hard code your credentials. Now I'm going to show you how to add credentials. So for that you have to go to System tab. This is System Manager. Under this Security, click on Credentials and then click on New. So we have four options: New, Edit, Delete and Find Reference. New is used to create new credentials. You can create multiple credentials as per your applications. Edit will help you to update the existing credentials. If you need to update the password, you can use the edit button. Delete is used to delete the existing credential. Find reference is used to find the reference of that credential. If you have used that credential in your process, that will show you that. Now here you need to enter credential name. So always put the specific name so that you can understand that this credential is for this application. So I'm going to create credential for this application. So I'm going to write Centrix Data Solutions _ credential. Now type will be general. You can put the description if you want. Here we need to put username and password and then verify the password. It means retype the password. So I'm going to enter username, that is the staff number based on this one. Now password will be, and right side you can see there is expires option. So if you have set up this and your client says that this will be expired on this date, so you can update that one. You can click on expire, you can select the next 30 days or 45 days, so automatically you will get notification, I believe. Now so that is for expires. And also you will set up your process in such a way so that if you are unable to log in, then you will send an email, so you will see that okay, password expired, and someone from business or anyone who has access of that credential, they can update this password here. They can edit that and update that. Now right side we have in the second tab we have option access rights. So who should have the access of this credentials, you need to check that. If you select all roles, it means all the users who is logged into that application can access this credentials. Mostly based on your process you can define this users roles. If you want to just give access to runtime resources or schedule manager or testers, not testers, process administrator, developers, system administrator, you can just give to those users. So for the time being I'm going to select all roles. In the process legacy, which process should have access to this, this credential? So as per my process, only Centrix Data Solutions should have access to that credential. If I will create any other credential and if I will give access to this credential, there is no use of that, right? So just give access to the specific process Now in the resources, which resource can access your credential? So if you are working on multiple boards, you have multiple boards, and you know that one board is assigned to one process, one board is assigned to different process, right? So if this process is assigned to centric data solutions, then you can select only this resource can access that credential, other resource cannot access that, right? So currently in this scenario I need debug also, because I am going to use in the debug mode, so I can select both. Now you can see we have created this credentials. You can add multiple credentials based on your application. It means in this Blue Prism application, multiple user who has access to this one, they can add their own project related credentials here. If you want to edit that, you can select and you can edit from here. You can update the password, you can delete from here. So this is selected. Once you click on delete, that will be deleted. Now find reference will give you the reference of that. If you have used this credential anywhere in the process, that will give you that name of and the description. Now we have created. Now I'm going to show you how to get credential from here and then use in your process. So we have used this object studio, and then we are passing here hard-coded value, this one. Now I'm going to remove this one. Now one thing I can tell you, if you'll try to get credential in this object studio, you will be getting one error that you don't have permission. I can show you for the time being here. Let me show you here how to get credential. First delete this one, take here action stage, double click on that. In the business object, select internal business object credentials, and then select get action. This is for get credentials. You can keep the name like that, get credential, and this will be your credential name. So your credential name will be this one, the same that we created. So copy this one. You can add this in a data items. Let me take one data item, store this in a text initial value, and put this name also. Click OK. Now link this one, link this, double click on this get credentials. Here in the credential name, just use that data item. In the output, create this two data items, one for the password and second for username. It means here based on this credential, it will get the credential and it will give you the output as a username and password. Now click OK, and then here you can see we have two more data items. Now in the right stage, we need to pass that username here in the staff number and password in the password text box. Now click OK, reset, refresh that. We already have this opened and this is showing detach. It means this is already attached with this one. If this is not, what you can do, you can launch it from here just for the testing purpose. Now let me do in this way and start from here, and you can see here we are getting error, that is the process centric data solution does not have permission to access the credential. It means we don't have access to get the credential. Now as I told you that you will not able to access it from here, so how can we do that? So only what you need to do, delete this, keep it here, make it as it is. Now double click on this start, and we are in the object studio, and we need to take the parameter from our process. So we'll take two parameter, one for username, or you can say staff number, and staff number will store in our username. We already have this one. We'll use the same data item, and 1 is for password, and this will be a password type stored in the password. Now click OK. It means we are accepting 2 parameters and we are using in our this username and password, right? Now cut this one, this is not required here. Save it, close this one, go to Process Studio. In the studio, double click on this one, go to launch and login, paste here that Centrix Data Solutions, this credential data item, just move this down here, delete this, take one action stage, double click on that, select credential, select get from the action, and take this credential name here, this one we are using here, put the specific name, that is get credential, go to output and create 2 data items, one for username and one for password. Click OK. We have this one and this one. Now link this one also, move this up, decorate this. Okay, now double click on this Centrix Data Solutions login. Now in the password and staff number we need to pass that value. So this is the username will take value from here, and this is the password will take from here. Okay, so this password will pass to this password, this username will pass to the staff number, and this value will be used in the object studio, that is business object Centrix Data Solutions. Now click OK and refresh this, reset this, and now we already have this application attached to that. Now just right click on this get credential, click on set next stage and click on step into, and now you can see here, now we have username and password we got from credential manager. This is the username BP, this is the current value, not initial value, and this is the password we received from credential manager. Now right click on this start, set next stage and run this one. So you will see here it will launch that, and now you can see we have the password, and then it will just log into that one and end of the subset. So do not use get credential in the business object, only use get credential in Process Studio, then that will work. Thank you so much.